What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus package update, daily news, pretty much everything going on here in our country and in Washington, D.C., money, investing, the stock market, pretty much everything you need to know about on a daily basis. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos. I will keep you up to date with everything going on here in our country. Also, we're doing a $1,000 giveaway called the What's in the Box contest right there, which is going to be starting in this video. So you're going to want to watch to the end of this video to see how that's going to start. It will start in this video at the end of this video, so definitely make sure to watch to the end and have a piece of paper ready, and I will tell you how it's going to work and with the first clue. So that is the box right there. It's going to start in this video, so definitely watch to the end of this video. Also, if you find these videos helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. Definitely want to make sure we lock this here so that it doesn't open by accident and show what's in the box. Wouldn't want that to happen. All right, we got a lot to talk about here, so let's just jump right in. A lot of different things to cover. Here we go. 5,000 Ohioans might be getting retroactive checks. Yeah, unemployment checks, unemployment stimulus checks, whatever you want to call them. 5,000 Ohioans previously denied for pandemic unemployment bonuses, assistance, may be eligible for redetermination. Yeah, the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services Director Matt Damschroeder today announced that the department is contacting approximately 5,000 individuals concerning their pandemic unemployment assistance application. Those being contacted were denied for PUA prior to February 2021, but may be eligible for benefits retroactively as a result of additional COVID reasons established by the Department of Labor guidance. So over 5,000 people in Ohio are going to potentially get retroactive checks for unemployment. Pretty interesting. I will keep you updated here. Also, the city of Santa Ana, California, has announced $300 stimulus checks or prepaid cards to 20,000 households using stimulus money. This is part of the ongoing effort of the states, cities, and counties to continue sending out stimulus money from the third stimulus check package. Remember, $350 billion went out to states, cities, and counties, and probably almost on a weekly basis now, we're seeing states, cities, and counties send out stimulus money on various different levels here. So this is the city of Santa Ana, California here to deliver $300 prepaid debit cards to 20,000 households using stimulus money. Yeah, so you can see here, households in Santa Ana's most disadvantaged communities will receive $300 in the form of prepaid Visa cards next month as part of the city's Revive Santa Ana stimulus program. Pretty awesome. The city council on Tuesday, November 16th, unanimously agreed to the distribution of the cards, which city staff will deliver door to door beginning on December 4th. The $6 million program targets 20,000 rental units in census tracts with poverty rates above Santa Ana's median poverty rate of 42%. The Revive Santa Ana initiative is financed by Santa Ana's allocation of $128 million from the Federal American Rescue Plan Act. That's the third stimulus check package, meant to address some of the hardships created by the pandemic. So again, we're starting to see stimulus programs on the state, cities, and county level. The mayor says that those low-income families are the ones who were mostly hardly hit. Quote, "This is pretty incredible and we are blessed because not many communities that have the need that we have are able to do this for their residents." He says, quote, "I don't think I've ever seen this in my 14 years on the council, that we can directly impact households and people's lives this way." So I will keep you up to date going forward on more states, cities, and counties and rental assistance programs, homeowners assistance programs, utility programs, as well as the big stimulus package and the next stimulus package There is going to be another stimulus package after this, President Biden has confirmed. There's all sorts of different stimulus programs going on from the third stimulus program and whatever comes out from this next stimulus program. There's going to be $25 billion more of rental assistance from this next stimulus package, and probably all sorts of different other stimulus programs inside this next stimulus package once it's actually passed. So I'll keep you up to date on all these different kind of programs here going forward on the show. Speaking of that, the floor, the House of Representatives, is currently debating right now the Build Back Better Act on the House of Representatives. So as of right now, they're literally on the House of Representatives debating the stimulus package. So they are currently kind of going through the motions of what they have to do. There's a required amount of debate that they have to do on the House of Representatives. So they're doing that right now as they await the Congressional Budget Office score. As you can see here, Democrats are bracing for the score on the massive Biden bill. And, well, it's going to kind of be a very big deal in what this score says. The final hurdle standing in their way this week is the cost analysis being conducted by the Congressional Budget Office, the CBO, which has been demanded by a handful of moderate holdouts in the House and the Senate and Senator Joe Manchin. It's actually required in the Senate, by the way. The CBO has already issued estimates for 10 sections of the bill as of Wednesday evening and has said it will release the remaining reports by the end of the day on Friday. But many Democrats are predicting the score could come as soon as Wednesday night or Thursday, and the agency has been working quickly amid pressure from the Democrats. They anticipate that we could have a CBO score today by Thursday or by tomorrow, Friday. Richard Neal, chairman of the House Ways Committee, said they don't anticipate any holdup. The wild card remains, though, on whether any of the outstanding CBO estimates will diverge wildly from the figures already put forward by the White House and Democratic committees, or the estimates. An unforeseen spike in costs could sink the votes strategy if they were to spook even just a handful of moderates. For that reason, even the details of the fiscal reports matter less than the moderates' reception to them. And many of those moderates have already signaled their support for the package this week, noting that the Senate is almost certain to alter the legislation and to send it back to the House before it gets back to Biden's desk, which would be a delay allowing the Congressional Budget Office to perform a more in-depth cost analysis. With that in mind, though, House moderates are demanding to see the remaining sectional reports, but not the conclusive comprehensive analysis, which aims to gauge how the bill's many pieces interact with one another. Quote, "We're not trying to get the interactive report. That would require some time. And we'd like to give the CBO a little bit of slack," said Representative Kurt Schrader from Oregon, a centrist blue dog. "And we're getting another bite at the apple after the Senate gets the chance to do its thing." Party leaders have been heartened by such remarks and remain confident that the CBO analysis will be no barrier to the House vote this week. Quote, "Everybody feels pretty good because of the 8 committee scores. They've all been in line with the estimates that they would be," John Yarmuth said, chairman of the House Budget Committee. "There were no surprises yet." The CBO on Wednesday evening released reports on the bill sections from the Natural Resources and Education and Labor Committees. Still to come are estimates of the sections from the Ways and Means Committees and the Energy and Commerce Committees, which cover some of the biggest topics in the bill, including the prescription drug pricing, lowering the cost of that, taxes, which is really the big dog, and climate, which is also one of the biggest section in the bill. Yarmuth said, quote, "The big ones are still out there, and that's probably why they have taken the longest to be released." The Congressional Budget Office estimates are being sought by a group of moderate House Democrats who want more information about the bill's impact on the budget deficit prior to a vote. Five moderates, Representative Ed Case from Hawaii, Josh Gottenheimer from New Jersey, the co-leader of the Problem Solvers Caucus, Stephanie Murphy from Florida, Kathleen Rice from New York, and Schrader had struck a deal with progressives earlier this month in which they agreed to vote on the social spending bill once the Congressional Budget Office released more information, but no later than this week, the week of November 15th, which is this week. So we're really getting down to the wire here. The question is going to be, once this Congressional Budget Office report comes back, what are the moderates in the House going to say? Are they going to vote yes in it? And will the vote pass in the House? The other really big thing here is going to be, even that article said, and I've said this as well, I think most people agree with this, even Senator Joe Manchin has said this, that once the bill passes the House, it's almost assuredly going to be changed, maybe even significantly in the Senate. And this even happened with the third stimulus check package. They removed the $15 an hour minimum wage that was passed in the House from the third stimulus check package. They passed it with the $15 an hour minimum wage, even though the Senate parliamentarian ruled that it didn't abide by the reconciliation rules, the Byrd rules, BYRD. It's named after a senator, a previous senator. But nonetheless, the House included it anyways, and the Senate had to remove it. So the problem is, and the Senate also has immigration stuff in there, which is probably going to be removed as well. The other question is the bill going to be fully paid for, the bill that the House has right now? And Joe Manchin, is he going to vote for? The problem is the bill is probably going to be significantly changed. It's probably just the easiest way to say it. Okay. So really, the bill is going to be very, very different than what the Senate is probably going to pass. So what ended up happening with the third stimulus check package is the House passed the bill, and then the Senate changed it. And then what the Senate passed is the bill that ended up being passed. So when we talk about the third stimulus check package, they had to remove the $15 an hour minimum wage. They lowered the stimulus check from $100,000 to $80,000 for the income threshold for single individuals, non-head of household. But then they added in the $10,200 unemployment tax-free provision. And that made it so that anybody that had unemployment income retroactively for 2020 got the first $10,200 of unemployment income tax-free. And the IRS is actually still sending those out, still sending those checks out. So if you're still waiting on that check, well, they could actually still be sending those out. So yeah, that's kind of one of those stimulus provisions they added in at the last moment. And when they go to the Senate, chances are they're probably going to remove several things and maybe even add several things in there. Bernie Sanders is probably going to be fighting for the people, and Joe Manchin is going to be like, well, I don't like this and that and this and that. And we're going to have Kirsten Sinema in there as well. And we're going to have Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren over there. And we're going to have Chuck Schumer in the middle, kind of trying to mediate everything. But yet everybody has to vote for it in the Senate. You need every single senator to vote for it. So Senator Joe Manchin's kind of said the House should just pass whatever and just send it over to the Senate because the Senate is going to significantly change the bill. And he's almost kind of saying it almost doesn't really matter what the House passes because we're going to write our own bill. And that's kind of going to be Bernie Sanders versus Joe Manchin. It's kind of like the fight of the century is kind of be how it goes down here. So that's why I said tweet your senators, tweet your representatives, call them, email them, even Joe Manchin. Let them know they're your elected officials, and they're going to be kind of negotiating on the fly when it goes over to the Senate. And even Joe Manchin has recently said that the Social Security programs and the low-income programs, and even he has said in the past he wants to provide for people that make under $60,000 in relation to several different programs. So Ironically, he's actually kind of for a lot of those programs. So it does not hurt to reach out to your representatives, email them, call them, tweet them on Twitter, basically send them a message on Twitter. And because believe it or not, it might sound like people like Joe Manchin are, against the world per se. But like when we look at the third stimulus check package, he was actually almost kind of given credit for adding in that $10,200 unemployment tax-free provision. They went and negotiated in the back room at the last moment and came out with that. And for unemployed people, got that extra check that meant extra several $100s to several $1,000s at the very last moment. So without that last minute negotiation, that wouldn't even have been in there. So a lot of people kind of give Joe Manchin credit for that because it wasn't even in there. And they were in the voting process on the Senate last time around. So, yeah, I mean, you never really know what's going to happen here. So, but nonetheless, this isn't even going to be the last stimulus package. Remember that this was originally 3.5 trillion, and now it's somewhere like 1.75 to 2 trillion dollars, and who knows what it's going to end up being when it's passed through the Senate. But 1.75 is half of the 3.5 trillion, and basically what President Biden has said is, let's just pass this first half, get Joe Manchin and everybody on board, let's pass it, which is what they're trying to do here in the House here in the next 48 hours. And then let's come back around for the second half. So let's pass this first half, get it done. We just got the physical infrastructure package passed. That's passed. That's signed, sealed, delivered. Now let's get this first half of this next stimulus package done. And then let's come back around for the second half. Let's start working on that. Let's get the second package done, or second half done. Okay. And also we just had, and then also, get the next extension of the 1 year of the child tax credits done, because those are going to end on December 15th, which is less than a month away now. Get the debt extension, the debt limit done, hopefully, right? We have to get that done so the country doesn't default. That's kind of a big deal, right? We can't let the country default and collapse. So we need to actually do that too, right? Country collapsing and going into default would be really, really bad. So yeah, here today on we can't make this stuff up here on our latest episode of what's going on. So yeah, we got to do that as well, and then we can come back around for the next half of the next package, which kind of makes sense because let's just get this first package passed, everything out the door, and get everything that they're going to agree on now, and then come back around for the next half as well. So I'll keep you up to date with everything going on, as well as rental assistance, mortgage assistance, the state, city, and county stimulus checks, and all these other stimulus programs going on as well as the What's in the Box contest that we're going to do now here before Thanksgiving, and we're going to do another one in December. So let me show you this here while I'm here. Just kind of lift this up here so you can see the size of this, so you can kind of see what could fit in this box, in case you were wondering the size of this. If you've watched my channel for a while, you kind of know how this works. I'll set this bad boy here. Ooh, it's kind of heavy. What could be, or how this works, okay? What this is going to be is that we're going to give away $1,000 in total for this go-around, this contest, or this giveaway, right? And so we're going to do $1,000 in total to $100 to 10 people. $1,000 total, $100 to 10 people. And how it works is that if you can guess what's in that box correctly, all you have to do to guess is just leave a comment. And to leave a comment down below. I'm going to give you the first clue here in a moment. And I'm going to give you 10 clues in 10 videos. Not every video will have a clue, but most videos will have a clue. Okay, so yeah, so now the clues are going to start off kind of vague, but if you get all the clues, you'll have a very good idea of what it will be. Okay, there'll be 10 clues in total, and let me bring the clue up here. So again, all you have to do to guess is just leave a comment down below, and if you guess correctly, you'll be entered into the pool of people that have guessed correctly. And from there, we have a little software that will randomly pick 10 people, okay? And after we do the 10 clues, I will randomly have the software pick 10 people to give out $100 each. And from there, I will contact you via comments, and you'll know it's me. I'll have a check mark in my name. I'll show that you're the winner on the screen, and then I'll contact you to arrange to get you the money. Okay. So, without further ado, the first clue for the What's in the Box contest is this item in the box. This item was desired by millions. Okay, this item was desired by millions. Okay, so that is clue number 1. Let me write this down that I did it. Okay, clue number 1. This item was desired by millions. Okay, this is a vague clue, but as you get more clues, they'll kind of add up and you'll get an idea of what to do. A lot of people tell me, I've had literally thousands of people tell me, because we've done this in the past, that this is a very fun game. Even if you don't win, it's a very, very fun game to do. So, and it's pretty fun to kind of get the brain going and see if you can figure out what it was. So I've had a lot of people tell me that in the past. So if you want to guess what it is, all you need to do is comment down below. That's it. And we'll be doing this again in December as well. So definitely pretty interesting to do. So make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on any new videos. After subscribing, you can click the bell icon to get notifications when we go live. Remember, new videos go live every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to hit the like button for us down below as well. And I will keep you up to date with everything going on here in our country and the next stimulus package. Let me know your thoughts. You can click here to watch my newest stimulus video next. And this video is about how there's 2 new bill proposals to raise Social Security benefits by several $100s per month. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.